the early 1960s, the Beatnik movement was in full swing, and Houston's Montrose district was buzzing with young souls looking to break free from societal norms. Artists, poets, and free spirits gathered to explore new ideas, express themselves, and reject the constraints of conventional life. Amid this wave of rebellion and counterculture, however, a grim and chilling tale unfolded, a story that would become infamous as the case of the Beatnik Killers. At the heart of this dark narrative were Carolyn Lima and Elaine Perez, then known as Leslie Douglas Ashley. Both were heavily involved in the beatnik scene, embracing the movement's ideals of freedom, art, and nonconformity. But unlike most of their peers, Lima and Perez harbored a darkness that would lead to a brutal and calculated act of murder. In 1961, the victim of this gruesome crime, Fred C. Dosser Jr., was a successful and well-liked businessman in Houston. A family man and a respected member of his community, Dosser was known for his generosity and charm. What no one could have imagined was that he would become the target of a deadly conspiracy hatched by two beatniks with sinister intentions. The events that led to Dosser's murder began with Carolyn Lima and Elaine Perez, who had become close friends. The two shared a deep disdain for authority and society's rules, but their bond went beyond philosophical musings. They had a penchant for violence and a desire to manipulate others for personal gain. Their wild antics and rebellious attitudes masked a growing desperation and an inclination for cruelty. The crime unfolded in the summer of 1961, and the details were as disturbing as they were cold-hearted. Lima and Perez had concocted a plan to murder Fred Dosser, with the primary motive believed to be financial gain and a twisted sense of power. They enlisted the help of two teenage accomplices, using their charisma and influence to draw the impressionable youths into their web of deception. On the day of the murder, Dosser was lured to a remote location under false pretenses. What happened next was a horrifying act of violence. Dosser was brutally beaten, and his life ended in a savage manner. Lima and Perez had orchestrated the crime with chilling precision, showing no remorse as they watched their plan unfold. The murder of Fred Dosser sent shockwaves through Houston, and the ensuing investigation captivated the public. The police were quick to connect the dots, and soon, Lima and Perez found themselves at the center of a sensational trial. The media dubbed them the Beatnik Killers, emphasizing their connection to the beatnik subculture and framing the narrative as a cautionary tale of youth gone astray. During the trial, the courtroom became a battleground of conflicting portrayals. The defense painted Lima and Perez as victims of their circumstances, arguing that the beatnik lifestyle had led them down a dark path. The prosecution, however, emphasized the premeditated nature of the crime and the cruelty with which it was carried out. Ultimately, both Lima and Perez were convicted and sentenced, their youthful rebellion now replaced with the grim reality of imprisonment. The case of Carolyn Lima and Elaine Perez stands as a haunting reminder of how rebellion and disillusionment can sometimes take a dangerous and deadly turn. While the beatnik movement inspired countless young people to pursue art and self-expression, the Beatnik Killers twisted these ideals into something far more sinister. Elaine Perez, who underwent a gender transition after the trial, continued to grapple with the legacy of the crime in the years that followed. The story of the Beatnik Killers has since become a part of true crime lore, a cautionary tale woven into the fabric of Houston's history. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit the like button. It really helps us out. And don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. Tap the bell to stay notified whenever we post a new video. Thanks again, and see you in the next one.